Welcome to the 28th annual edition of the Turf and Tools podcast. We're off to a flying start. We missed last week.
Hey, I thought you weren't going to mention that, and we just
I wasn't going to mention it.
We just wiped that under the carpet, so to speak.
I got a couple of messages, people thinking that we were dead or something like that. But
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry we missed last week.
yes, just time.
I think it was probably the first time since we started the podcast where
It
on a
is the first
Tuesday we were both actually at working. Neither of us were
No,
off.
that's-
Both were at work, and we just kind of gave up, didn't we?
Well, we've gone. It's been edging closer because it comes out Tuesday, and then we've been getting to the point where we're recording it like Tuesday night, and then it's been
Beginning
hard,
of the end, mate. That's the end of the podcast.
but we are here. Hopefully, we won't have any internet dramas. We are live streaming on YouTube as we always do. Hopefully, with a very stable connection. We're running through a phone. An
Hotspot.
Optus hotspot tonight, not the Starlink. And currently, look at that, Karthik. I don't know if you can see there, but we have 0 dropped frames.
Best results so far.
Recently, that's been around like 40-50% on Starlink. So we also have the open line, 0408 417 260.
Yep.
Or plus 614 08 417 260.
Call that anytime you want through the whole week.
Or SMS. I've already got a couple of SMSs. I'm overselling it. I think I've got one, but that's not the point. I did have Simo, my workmate, who listens to the podcast.
Oh, really?
Long-time listener of the podcast. He comes in and tells me, oh, I heard that one. That was good. Or what? I'm like, really? You actually listen to...
Do you get a lot of shit at work? Do they give you a hard time about it?
Just about life, not so much the
Okay,
podcast.
just you in general and your personality in
Yeah.
general. Because I've met a few of them once.
Yeah.
They were really funny blokes too, and I can picture it.
Yeah. But Simo was saying that he was getting... I've got it turned down at the moment because the Bluetooth's hooked up to the audio, and he was getting a little bit upset, I think, with the ringtones and the message tones.
In the background, yeah.
I don't know about you, but I hate the sound of the phone ringing. It just...
Yeah, but I was listening back to that, and it felt... I know it was like, as always, and we say it after every podcast all over the place, but it felt really, organic? Like it felt like we hadn't planned it because we hadn't planned it. And it kind of really came across with how many calls were coming through mid-conversation, and we'd just be like, hey, let's take the call first. I quite like that part.
I enjoy it.
Was it you that said...
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt. Wee says the connection is fantastic tonight. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but
good on Optus.
I've lowered everything that I'm sending out as well. The bit rate's down, the resolution's down, so fingers crossed. But what were we saying? Sorry, it was good last weekend. Last week.
No, and you said when you listened to it back as well, it was like it was a new conversation you hadn't heard before.
Well, especially because we had so many issues with the internet and everything. I never listened to the podcast back, even like I just put it out as it is.
Yeah.
There's no cutting, no whatever.
And can I be honest as well? I realized something else when I listened back to our podcast. And you probably do this. I mean, please tell me you do this. But I listen back and I listen to you speaking about something.
Yeah.
And I'm listening going, I don't remember Tim saying
I'm
that.
saying,
I wasn't paying attention to him at all when he was talking.
But you don't even have all the tech to worry
I know,
about,
and
so
I
you
still
got no
wasn't
excuse,
listening to
but
you.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No,
though.
like I
Thank
said,
you.
I normally don't listen to it, and I listened to that one back just to see how it went with if there was issues with the internet and the recording. And I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. And it was like, I felt like I wasn't there, and these callers and all that sort of stuff. So, we got a couple of text messages straight up, so we will get to them shortly. But Joe says, "Who or what have you been yelling at, Tim?" A bit croaky. I've been a little bit under the weather. That was partially the other reason that we didn't go ahead. I got knocked on my behind for a couple of days, a few days actually. So it slowed me. Well, I say it slowed me down. I kept going to work. It hasn't actually slowed me down, and I think that's probably contributed to this extremely
lack of energy. Yeah.
sexual voice.
Ooh, okay.
So I hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it.
I just want to tell him to clear his throat the whole time he's
Oh
talking.
man, you don't want to hear me clearing the throat. It's not nice at all. Not good in an audio format podcast. Matthew says, any plans for Maggie to join tonight? Maggie was on Karthik's lap about 5 minutes ago, but she's gone back in.
It's nice and cozy in there. It's cold out, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's not freezing or nothing.
Cold. I better get to this before we forget. We
Okay.
did speak to, on our last live podcast with the open line, we did speak to Nick from Lawns in Good Nick.
Yep.
Who proceeded to talk about his merch line for the next.
I think you might have
15
asked him the
minutes.
question, but yeah, he did mention it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Poor guy.
Something arrived in the mail. If you actually look on your chair, this is
I
kind of
noticed
like
it. I didn't want to
Oprah,
ask
where
you
it's
the
like,
question.
yeah.
Anytime I ask you any questions,
Have a look under your chair.
before
You get a cut. No, you get a shirt.
Yeah, if I try to ask him any questions before the camera turns on, he just goes, "Ah, don't ask me that. Wait till the camera goes on. What you got?"
Nick sent out a couple of his T-shirts from, this is Lawns in Good Nick. He sells lawn plans and all that sort of stuff. He's on Instagram and YouTube, everything. What's my one?
Your one's
I
funny.
actually haven't read this yet.
No, your one's
I'm putting
funny.
out, what's it say? Education is important, but a nice lawn is importanter. Important, I can't even say that.
Important her, yeah.
And you've just got the stock standard Lawns in Good Nick.
Yeah. It's the Lawns
Nice.
in Good Nick.
Thanks for that.
Fandy.
Do we have to tag this as paid promotion now?
What?
Or now that we've been gifted?
Tag it and then maybe he'll pay you
T-shirts?
afterwards.
Hope so. I hope so. So thanks for the T-shirts, Nick. I do like a hoodie or a T-shirt. I don't mind seeing one of them in the mail. So feel free.
To send me t-shirts, yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to say, I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before. I think I said for the Father's Day gift guide thing, yeah, just like I get excited about weird things now. I had Clogger. Can you talk for a sec?
Yeah, Clogger. What are you going to go? What? Okay.
These arrived. They asked if I wanted to try these.
It's good packaging. Why have I got my headphones on? I don't need it yet.
I kind of, I don't know. I like hearing it.
So, everything sounds muted.
Yeah.
Gen 2 line trimmer. What are they called?
So, I don't know. You may have seen me wear my snake gaiters previously,
Yeah.
which I wear the Snake Protects snake gaiters generally when it's really long, or if I think there's a lot of crap in the lawn and I don't want to get sprayed, they kind of protect your shins. These are specifically to protect your lower legs. They're not snake gaiters. They don't have like backs on them.
Mm-hmm.
They just protect your shins and go over your boots. What are they called? Clogger Gen 2 line trimmer gaiters. So you can see, yeah, they go over, they flare out over your boots and they go up to just below your knees.
Right, okay. And they're just strapped in the back, are they?
Yeah, they got an interesting clip that I've never seen on the back of them. They're one size fits all. So I will be giving these, I haven't given these a crack yet. You know what we should do?
Oh, they're bulkier than I thought
We
they
should
were.
hit them
Okay,
up
cool.
and see if we can do a giveaway on the podcast.
What, Clogger, snake, or not snake
Well, they
gear,
do lots of things. They do a lot of chainsaw gear as well. They do lots of different products. That's
that's
the
not
one I
bad.
set up, I think.
Yep.
Oh, this one's Velcro. Oh,
Yeah, just straps on the back.
yeah, but they sent two different pairs.
He's going to grab the other one.
So, all right, we'll just go with those ones for the minute. But they, yeah, these are just Velcro, which I don't think I'd like just the Velcro.
As long as they stay in place, I don't mind them.
No,
But
I
I
just
feel like they're not
getting
going to stay in
grass
place.
and crap in there. I'd prefer the strap one. So I'm going to ask them what to go if there is an option, or one of them's a run out or whatever. But I did have a point to this conversation. And anyway, these arrived, so we'll be trying them out just because they're kind of handy. Maybe I'll give Greg a pair. Greg's my employee at.
Do you want to get into that? How's he been? Because I saw that video where
I
he's
will
been...
in a minute, can't I? Come on, Greg.
You brought him up. You brought the topic up.
The reason I was talking about that was the gifts or the things that I get excited about now are just such old man things. Like it's like t-shirts, a hoodie, socks. I love socks. If I get socks, and I need to get a sock sponsor. If I get a sock sponsor, I will lose my nut.
I think someone actually just asked a question that might work into that as well, because they said you could do a partnership with Mower to design your signature mower. No, not that one. Sports people have their own signature equipment. Oh, right. Okay, now that nothing to do with socks.
So this is where all this long-winded story was going to go to. So with those gaiters, they also sent out a belt, which I have I wear like a brown leather going out belt.
Yeah.
Because you can't see it under my shirt.
Yeah.
And I just haven't gotten around to going out and
Getting
buying
a belt?
a work
Yeah, I know
belt,
what you
which
mean.
is kind of crazy. So this arrived and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a little wet dream for me. The fact that that's what I'm saying. Like as a 40-year-old man, I don't know how it works yet. I haven't put
That's
it together.
good though for your work, and it's
stretchy and
stretchy. So if the dad board comes in.
Well, yeah, it's well and truly in. But the things we get excited about is, are we middle-aged? I guess
I'm
would
older
be.
than you, right? I am. Yes. What are you, 26?
Yes, something like that.
I'm 28, yeah.
What's going on in the comments? What have we missed out on? What mood lighting, sexy voice am I watching? Yes, we do have the mood lighting going here. It was a last-minute decision just because my timer turned off this light and I thought it did look sexy and went with the voice. So, Tim, maybe you could do a... Oh, that was the one that you said, Karthik. Snakes are definitely about... now in Sydney, needs a drink of rain, hopefully at the end of this week. Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
We will talk about that. Like last time you were here, it was almost still the thick of winter.
Yeah, but we were cheering that it was already spring.
And it started, the heat had sort of started.
Yeah, well, we were talking about how we could almost do a reno, and I was kind of going, no, don't go, there'll be a cold snap coming, and well, here we are.
Come, mate. The winter grass out there is dying off.
Yeah.
Like it's been... I would say unseasonably warm.
It has. I mean, it's. And we haven't had a drop of rain for a while now. I can't remember the last time we had a good rain.
Yeah, exactly. It started spitting at about 2 p.m. here, and I was like, oh, sweet, I won't have to water the veggie patch or anything.
And nothing came through, did it?
No,
but
it was just like,
we've had a couple of those ones though, where it's threatened to come down and then nothing's happened. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the heat is here. I feel like it's all going to start going. We've been so excited for spring and wanting it to come.
It's been frustrating me though, knowing that I'm freaking away for like such an important part of it. I'm just
I'm here
can't get
for
over it now.
And I've been keen for it, and I'm like, sweet, stuff will start growing. And then like I feel a little bit overwhelmed now that like the heat's come. I'm like, oh wow, I've got a bit to do here.
Yep.
So I'm like, I really need to optimize setting up the robot mowers that I do have here.
Yep.
I've got another one coming maybe in the next couple of weeks that I'll probably get to do that main area, and then I'll start to move some down the back there because, it's just...
Too much to try and keep up otherwise.
Yeah, man. I mean, who isn't busy? Like, you don't talk to anyone and no one's busy, but I have no like downtime. I have no free time. I literally have, like, if someone asks me if I have to do something, I literally have to look at the calendar now because there's things on that aren't always on, just new things every week. And I've said yes to a lot of things just to get myself out of my comfort zone. But,
pressure's on.
It's made a bit of a rod.
But big season ahead then,
yeah.
First sort of growing season on the new property.
Well, I know, but I don't... Okay, so you can also see there I've got a lawn shed box, which I haven't opened.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I went through them just because...
Is that... Yep.
They sponsor Luke Smith's podcast, and they do fertilizers and herbicides and all that sort of stuff.
What'd you buy?
I can't remember. I got some bow and arrow, definitely.
Yeah, that's a herbicide for broadleaf weeds.
Because I've got plenty of bindi out there and some broadleaf stuff that I want to spray because I've got the new toe behind sprayer, which I put that together. That will be in the Turf and Tools video.
Haven't sprayed yet?
No. So
I just
it's been windy as.
I went a bit over the top with the number of chemicals I've used on my lawn this year, right? I haven't used any for that long, but because I'd ignored it, it was in really poor state.
Yep.
But what I was trying to get at was the whole time I was spraying, all I could think of was the last podcast where you called it, let's have a spray party. And I don't know why that's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking around going, what the hell was that? And I'm kind of like, it's kind of funny, but that's just something about it sounds weird as well.
I like it, spray party. The Turf and Tools spray party. It's been super windy. It's been too hard for me to spray. It was
struggle. Now, I squeezed it in one morning before, and then I was like sitting back going, thank God I did, because by like 10:30, 11, the wind picked up.
Yeah. And
it's not heavy wind, but when you're spraying chemicals and you're trying to not spray it onto gardens and plants you don't want to kill.
Yeah.
You need it to be still, basically. It's just too hard to spray otherwise,
Yeah.
But I got away with it.
You don't want that drift anyway, regardless.
Yeah. So. But I've hit, I think I've had broadleaf spray I put down all over, every area. And then I had to spray for the rye in the backyard.
Yeah.
And then I had to spray something else. I've got paspalum coming through on the council strip.
What are you going to do about that?
Look, don't start asking me about chemical questions because I might have sprayed stuff that I shouldn't spray. I might be spraying stuff that won't necessarily kill the paspalum. But
you wouldn't have that much, wouldn't you just handful it?
What, paspalum?
Yeah. How much have you
Now,
got?
you remember I adopted like that the council strip where it's like front of my house, but then I kind of
Sorry, I'm just gonna
over
open
the
the
last
box
4 years adopted the bit that runs along
Yeah.
my neighbor's bit as well. Man, there's quite a lot of paspalum, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
It's along the fence line where, like,
Sorry about the audio.
Oh my god, he's opening up all his products
I
now.
forgot what I bought.
But anyway, yeah. So I sprayed paspalum as well, and then to finish, what was the last thing I did? Oh, the pre-emergent.
Oh, yeah.
So I put down my pre-emergent as well.
Yeah, what'd you go with?
Oh, I've got barricades still left over, so I've put down barricade. So I'm actually glad I did do that though, because yeah, it's in a bad state.
Speaking of
What do you got?
barricade, I bought some barricade.
Ooh, that's the good stuff.
Yeah, pre-emergent herbicide.
Best friend, if you've got weeds,
Yeah,
it won't kill anything you've got, but it'll stop any new stuff from germinating for 6 months.
Yeah, which you've seen out there, and I mean, I don't know. I haven't had to look after a glorified paddock. You know what I mean? Like it's a bitter, there's some kikuyu, there's some sort of cooch, there's lots of weed.
Interesting on what, like, you might want to take a moment and think about, like, with the barricade application, like, because you haven't really got a grass variety there either, right? So,
Well, like I said, there's some cooch, there's some kikuyu up the top here.
okay, yeah.
There's lots of bare patches though, which I'm more tempted to bring in some garden soil. This is what I'm thinking. I don't really know, but the bits that are like dusty and ordinary looking, I was thinking I could bring in some garden soil because it's more around the trees.
Yeah.
And then turn them into like low irrigation requirement gardens.
Yeah, because I would assume some of these bare areas are bare because either the tree roots are under there, or you've got a lot of rocks as well, right? Like big bedrocks, like big ones. So I'm assuming that's probably why they're bare. And yeah, trying to grow grass there is probably going to be a pointless exercise anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And
so it's not a bad idea.
Also the irrigation side of things. It's like, I could put grass over every square metre of this property, but it's like the irrigation requirements for that just...
And
I don't want to be praying for rain.
Yeah, and we've talked about, like, when we went for a walk down to the stream, how you've got these, like, local, what do you call it? Like the local stuff that's already growing around the trees down there wild, which would be like the perfect ones to transplant and bring up here. You don't have to go to a nursery and buy, like, random plants that don't belong, because you can use what's already growing here.
Yeah.
But just in a more organized fashion, I guess.
I'm also got this for... like future winter grass and all that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah, well, I would still be spraying that.
No, I absolutely will be, but I've been waiting. I finally put the sprayer together, and I don't know, maybe I'm an idiot.
Well, you need rain, don't you? With the size, this property size,
yeah,
you're not going to be able to water it in with irrigation.
I assume, I don't know what, I didn't even think when I bought the sprayer, the tow behind sprayer, I just assumed that it would be battery powered because everything is battery powered now, but it's not actually. It's got a 12 volt cable. You just hook up to the battery for your ride on or whatever you're towing it with. I guess otherwise you could have a standalone battery that you put on it. But so yeah, I might tow that around with the Sherpa that I have here at the moment. But,
okay, yep.
Anyway, I am rambling. So got some barricade. This is all from the lawn shed. I did buy this stuff. It's like a $500 note by the time I was finished. It was a little bit depressing, but
it's a tiny bottle of bow and arrow.
I did get 3 of them though. Because,
that's not a tiny.
So I got 3 bottles of that, and then what else did I forgot what I got. What's this? Spread wet.
That's a wetter.
Wetting agent.
Yeah, that's a wetter. No, it's just a wetter.
Yeah, okay. And I got some dye, which I've never used.
What, like lawn dye?
Yeah, like a spray
like a spray dye. Okay, spray indicator.
It's very hard here, and I've never used a tow behind sprayer, so I feel like I'm gonna. So just to know where I've sprayed, and so that was my stuff. That's from the lawn shed. They had a nice little selection on there.
Cool. Discounts on and stuff.
I didn't have a discount. No, I used.
Not you personally. I just meant like how there's usually. Maybe some deals going.
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
I used Luke Smith's his code, so he gets some sort of kickback.
Got it. That's good. That's good.
Hey, we've got a couple of questions, or in the comments. We'll hit them first. Wee Wee says, forgot what I bought, Tim, and also me every day of the week when my Teemu packages arrive. Oh, we've got another little Teemu princess there. You don't mind a bit of Teemu, do you, Kathy?
I didn't. Yeah, no, I haven't bought anything recently. But yeah, and I'd go to buy one thing and then they'd
I
throw.
lost you. You're ahead of the microphone. I can hear.
Yeah, now Teemu, I'd go to buy like one thing and then they throw all these deals that are like so cheap.
You'll have
that
to
you
show me
go
one
on.
time because I'm not downloading the app. Not because I think I'll like buy stuff.
I'll tell you like a simple example because we were literally talking about it just before I came here with my wife.
Yeah.
It's a kid's sort of LED drawing board.
Yeah.
So you just draw on it, and then when you're done, you press the little LED, like a little button, and
Yep.
it just resets the screen again. Very basic.
Yeah.
And she looked up on Amazon for one of those because this one's kind of quite beat up now. It's been hammered for about 14, 15 months.
Yeah.
Amazon had very similar products for like $17, $18, $19. Teemu had it for like $2.60. Catch is you can't order something for just $2.60, right? With Teemu.
What's the minimum?
And that's what I mean. I can't remember now. It's been a while.
Oh.
But you
But
end up
what, is
buying
it
like
20, is it 50,
you end up
100?
buying like a thing for $10, another thing for
okay.
$2, another thing for $3, whatever. And the thing is, because it's $2.50, if it doesn't work out, it turns up and it's crap. You don't really feel too bad either. But if it works out, you feel like you won because you got a really good deal for $2.50.
I got asked to. That was one of the emails I got from Teemu to do a Teemu promotion.
Teemu.
No,
What
I
is
think
Teemu
I'll
got
pass.
that you would be on Turf and Tools, eh?
No, just that I think they're smashing anyway.
Apparently he wants socks.
Yeah. Anyone, send me some socks, please. Sock sponsor. You will get top billing on the Turf and Tools podcast. What else? Barricade at a higher rate is supposed to suppress paspalum, says Paul Stevens. There you go.
I'll take Paul's word for it. I don't know enough.
Sounds like science
about
to me.
enough.
You need to invest in a log splitter. I've used one before. Makes life so much easier. Were we talking about logs?
I don't know. Are you splitting logs? I think he just wants us to talk about log splitters. I don't know much about log. What do
no.
they split logs?
What do you mean?
Yeah?
What do they do?
I know what they mean. I mean, just like, what would you use it for? You've cut down what, 1.5
Well, I
trees
got
so
a
far
tree
since you
down
moved
there
here?
that- Yeah, I got a tree that I got to split. I kind of want to do it by hand just for the novelty of it. Plus, it's ridden with termites. So
Do you know those TikTok videos of that?
yeah,
Of the
Yes.
really buff guy with the axe? Yeah, maybe you should do one of them for Turf and Tools, mate.
ours sounds like our feed's pretty much the same. Miss Peter says my parents' place is overrun with bindi. I was going to do it Tuesday, as it's been a week since mowing, but I think we have been forecasted for rains and storms. I'm guessing you're not near. I don't think
You just
we're
need
getting
24 hours of no wind and for it to dry on your leaf. That bow and arrow stuff's great too because it's safe on like all grass varieties, most 99.9%. So like if you're not sure what you've got, bow and arrow will be good on your grass, but will get bindi.
Fair enough.
I hate bindi.
Wee Wee says about Teemu. Is it Teemu or Teemu?
I don't know. I call it Teemu, but you're
gonna call
the
it Teemu
pronunciation
then.
expert.
Pronunciation. Yes, you buy one thing and then it offers you another 10
Yeah.
for 50% off.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Teemu is $30 for free postage. I said I was offered a Teemu promotion and here I am doing it anyway. Can you spread pot ash on your lawn? And if so, what are the benefits? What is pot ash?
Ash?
Am I having another Tim
Look,
moment?
all I can think of is
Is it like
I don't know the
fireplace ash
answer,
or-
but I feel like if it's anything to do with ash, it's probably carbon. And if you sort of do research, Google
I'm sure it'll
around
be fine.
carbon benefits to soil, that's probably where that stuff comes from.
Is that a potash? Is that
gonna
like
Google
a
it.
fireplace thing? Or I feel like I'm having another Tim moment here where it's like you didn't know that. Bo says, "G'day lads, love the channel and the podcast. Thank you very much." Daniel says, "Spotify." Not sure what we're talking about.
Potash, it's not two separate words. It's one word, like
Potash.
potassium. Like I think.
Oh well, it
I
was
think.
2 words here.
Yeah, various
Oh,
mind
Angus
and.
says ash out of your fire pit. No, you were just talking
no,
about
it's
ash, yeah.
okay. Damn
I
it,
don't-
Google made me look stupid.
I think it's better things you can put in your lawn than ash.
It might be better, but I actually.
Yeah, but imagine when you go to mow it.
But I actually think it's no.
gonna get a dust storm.
That's you're being silly. You throw sand on it, you know, like, and then you deal with it because the grass grows over, right? So I
Yeah.
think they're talking about like, it's one of those like home remedy stuff, like coffee
Yeah.
grind on garden beds. That I think I remember you doing a video on.
Beer Taster Brute says best way to get rid of clover, and all the comments are saying what we were just talking about before. Bow and arrow will kill
Yep.
clover. So whatever, and that's just one of the
There's other brands out there,
it's
but
just
this is the one that's sort of.
Active is
Good luck.
yeah.
Good luck.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce
Vivi
it.
will know. Bunnings, Bindai, or Bindi.
Well, they're
How
getting
do you
rid of
call
that.
it?
They're getting rid of that.
What, off the shelf?
Yeah, there's
No.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. There's
Is there an alternative coming in? No.
I don't know, but there's I heard something about it. It's they're definitely running it out now.
Wow.
For a reason. I think they're changing the schedule maybe of the active that's in it or something.
Geez, going up or down? Don't know. Up. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while it's available, Bindai, Bunnings, that's safe on pretty much all lawn types as well, and it does the same job as bow and arrow. People say bow and arrow will do a better job. I don't know. I use sports.
Hasn't bow and arrow like the last 5 years become like the Lawny's favourite?
It's not the Lawny's favourite. I think it's from a recommendation point of view. It's safe to recommend to pretty much anyone that asks that question.
No,
what do
no,
I do about
the
my weeds?
brand specifically.
That's why.
Because there's many people there's many products that are pretty much exactly.
No. It's the combination. One, it's safe on all lawn types, and two, packaging size for home lawns.
Yeah.
Because most of the competition ones that's not Bindai from Bunnings, it comes in like 20 litre, 30 litre bottles and might be more price efficient, but a homeowner doesn't need that much. You need 30 mils, 60 mils at most.
We better get to some of the SMSs. We have not had one call and we are 50% of the way through the podcast.
Not to mention, you gave me the 9:30 deadline too, remember?
I did too, because at 9:30 we do have the Freemo Fridays video premiering on my Tim the Lawnmower channel.
I thought you were going to watch like Love Island or something with Nicole, and that's why you were kicking me out.
I could go a bit of Love Island. Hey lads, this is from the SMS line. Hey lads, what's your choice for a battery powered like trimmer that will be used once a week for around 50 square meters of grass? Cheers.
You take it.
I would say basically anything will work. The more money you spend, probably the more you're going to enjoy using the product. But with a 50 square metre lawn, you'll get by with anything. I would steer clear of the stuff with, the plastic trimmer blades. I would steer clear of single-sided line trimmers, just like one as a
single string ones.
Yeah,
yep.
single.
No. Yep.
But yeah, like you could go and buy an 18-volt Ryobi. And you're going to be more than happy if.
I think anything in that 18-volt range, any competition products, don't matter, should be okay once a week.
Yeah, you're not going to be in a situation where you're like, I mean, if you spend a few $100, you're going to be more than fine.
Mm-hmm.
More than fine. We've got a phone call on the open line, so we'll answer it. And you will notice you didn't actually hear it ring, but welcome to Turf and Tools. You are live. Please don't.
Thanks,
swear.
Tim.
Who are you?
No, sir. This is George from Melbourne. How you going, Tim?
Good, George. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. Love all your antics and all your sessions, TikTok and everywhere.
Oh, appreciate it.
Seriously cool.
What do you do, mate?
I've got a garden maintenance business.
All right. So you're an actual professional.
No, not at all. Not at all. I bought a mower from Aldi. $299 self-assisted mower.
Wow!
And
how long ago?
That one I bought 6 months ago, and I've built it out multiple times, so it's pretty cool.
Wow!
See?
Yeah, there you go. You haven't been tempted to upgrade it, or?
Well, it does the job.
Yeah.
But again, I've got serious envy with your stand-up one and your other bigger mowers, but like none of the jobs I do are that big.
Yeah, not even I just mean to like a commercial grade self-propelled or whatever. I don't know. It's just once, like after trying one. Have you tried any of the like a Massport or a Honda or
more serious kit, I guess?
No. Oh man,
I went into the steel shop today to get mine serviced, and I had a look at those, and like $1,400 was the minimum price. I thought, do I want to go and play with one of these? I'm thinking like maybe, but this one keeps working at the moment.
Yeah, you might as well flog it. How's it go when it's a little bit more overgrown?
The stuff I've been doing, the first cut you do high. Yeah. After that, as long as here in Melbourne at the moment, you have to do a 3-week cycle to get through them. As long as you're doing everything every 3 weeks, it's working fine.
3 weeks, even through spring and summer, you'll go 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's usually like we're out to 5 weeks during winter,
Yeah.
but 3 weeks and stuff. 3 weeks now is what I'm at. And I've just gone around all my clients and done the Yates weed and feed because you were just talking about that.
The weed and feed, okay. How many clients you got, you reckon?
I've got one major one, and there's 16 properties I do for them.
So you haven't been doing this all that long. What were you doing before this?
I'm a computer consultant.
And what, just got sick of staring at a screen? Or?
I took redundancy 10 years ago. 10 years ago next week, I think it is. And so I'm predominantly a jet skier and
predominantly a jet skier?
like competitively?
I used to. I won the Victorian Amateur title about 10 years ago.
Okay.
But I just ride now.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. That's like kind of going, primarily like a fisherman, but you're not actually. I get. I don't know what I was going with that. Don't worry about that. Ignore me.
Well, we rode it up at Bonnie Doon on Lake Eildon on Wednesday, and to go from Bonnie Doon to Jerusalem Creek by going tree skiing, going around all the edges, took 100 kilometres, and the ride home took 40 kilometres because we did it in a straight line coming home.
Oh wow.
And you're doing gardening and lawn and stuff like that, like just out of something to keep you occupied, or as a source of income as well, or
set it up during COVID because here in Victoria we had such crap COVID rules, and we weren't allowed to move out. But at that time,
you guys had a few lockdowns, didn't you? I forgot about that. Yeah.
We had 2 years we couldn't go 5 kilometres from our home, and so garden maintenance was considered essential. Mm-hmm. So I set it up so I could go and mow the lawn next to the boat ramp, and then I could go jet skiing from the boat ramp.
So nice. What are you 5 days a week or what?
No, 2 days a month.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go.
Wow.
The Aldi mower was more than enough.
Well, when it comes to 3 weeks, it has to become 4 days a month, but that's enough.
4 days.
Yeah.
I spend more time on the toilet. Well, thanks for calling, mate. Appreciate you calling in. Appreciate you watching and listening.
I saw it and you said no one had called. I thought, but I had to call. I had to stop the YouTube session. So.
It's not that scary, is it?
No, it wasn't that scary. So
no.
Worked out did it. So, how can we get a guest appearance on one of your roles? It looks like you've got a new employee now.
I do, yes. Yes, I've hired Greg, and he's working out really well. I'm finally ahead in terms of
workload.
Free-Mo Fridays, like the one that's coming out in an hour, half an hour. Mm-hmm. I filmed a couple of weeks ago. I've got like the next 2 or 3 in the bank. So now, I just plan to smash them out. It just... well, because I'm going out with him a couple of days a week as well, it forces me to go out even if I don't want to or I'm tired.
Because you've committed to him.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a bit more responsibility because I have to be there.
Should get him on the podcast while I'm away, mate.
I don't know. I don't know if he'll
be comfortable.
Be all that keen for that, but it's going really well. It's amazing. I mean, Karthik's been out with me a few times, and it's a game changer because you're just like. If something simple like you need to reline the trimmer or something and you stop and it's like, okay, as you'll stop doing that, there's still someone working and you just feel like you're constantly getting somewhere. It's sometimes you feel a bit defeated on those big jobs when it's just yourself and you're doing all of it.
And you don't feel like you're making a dent into the work,
Yeah, but no, it's good.
Cool. And so how are you finding the remote mowers going? Are you actually using them that are programmable and sending them out, or are you actually manually driving them?
Now, I would say that's been the thing. I'd say over the cooler months, I've just been doing them manually because there hasn't been much growth at all. You know what it's like over the cooler months. But coming into spring now, it's going to be a better test for them, and I will schedule them all because what I've found with a few of them, because it has been the cooler months and I've just been doing it when I want to on my phone or whatever. Mm-hmm. Then anytime you go to use it, there's an update on the app or there's a firmware update on the machine or something, or you're logged out of the app and it's like, oh, far out. Like it's...
I need to... Yeah.
So I'm more interested to see how it goes on the schedule when it's like every 2 days or even every day potentially, and to see just, how they go that way.
So I hadn't really been paying attention to them, but we had beers the other night, and one of the guys he actually does it 6 days a week. It's crazy stuff, but anyway. And he's doing golf courses and stuff with them.
Yeah, okay.
And they go out, do a section, come back, recharge, go out, do the next section. I'm like, how the hell? That is such cool technology.
Yeah, I can definitely see a use case scenario absolutely for them. The thing where it'll be interesting here is, and I show it in the video this week, all the winds that we've had here and the gum trees we've got, there's just leaf matter everywhere. And they don't really mulch the leaves up or pick them up or whatever. So you just kind of seem to accumulate them. And I really don't like that just leafed up look. Plus, it just robs the grass of the sunlight as well. So
it's not a be-all, end-all solution, but it is a solution to certain issues, I guess.
Yeah. I've got a couple of sections that aren't under trees. So, I've got a few scenarios to test them in. I'm excited to test them. I've got one coming from Husqvarna soon, which they're the leaders in the field, I guess you'd say. They've been doing it since the 90s. So,
all right.
Interested to see how that one is. They're going to come out and set that one up too. So, really keen to see how that goes.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for calling in, mate. Appreciate it.
Keep on doing a great effort. We love your work, and keep on sharing up.
You've been awesome filler, mate. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Good on you.
See ya.
Catch you guys.
See, it's not hard. It's not hard to call into the Turf and Tools podcast.
He was great.
He was very good. Thank you very much for that. Greg is just the chicken that's morphed into a man, then he morphs back into a chicken after the work is done. Wee Wee's alluding to the fact that, yes, one of my chickens' name is Greg. Many people have asked me if I have let Greg know that I have a chicken named after him. What else have we got in the comments, Karthik? Have you been watching them?
Not much. They're just talking to each other.
Wish one of my cats would morph. Oh, we got another call. Hold the line. Sorry. I know you're listening, Simo, so I do apologise for that phone ringing. Turf and Tools, you're live. Who have we got? Who was it, sorry? You'll have to turn your TV down in the background. It's like the radio. It's like the wireless. Who have we got?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
It's Jaden.
Jaden, how are you, mate?
Good.
Good. What's going on?
Just popping in.
Just popping in. Doesn't sound creepy at all. What do you do, mate?
I used to do mowing.
Used to? Why'd you get out of it?
School got in the way.
Oh, how old are you?
I was going to say you sound really young. Jaden, you there?
Yep.
How old are you?
15, turning 16 soon.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. So how were you getting around doing lawns? Someone was carting you around, or you were dragging a
I was
little...
just dragging the lawnmower around.
So were you just doing like stuff close to home?
Well,
Yeah, across the home,
I mean, he's not
neighbours.
going an hour away, can't think
Well, you don't know his life story. Shut up. Sorry, Jaden. Don't mind him.
So
Yeah, it's fine. Neighbours.
how does a 15-year-old former lawn mowing person end up watching a Turf and Tools podcast with two guys in a shed?
Not sure, it just popped up. Used to enjoy your videos.
Oh, cheers, man.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
Appreciate the
So
support.
do you still like the whole lawn care stuff, or was it just a phase,
Like
or
the-
was it just for some extra cash on the side?
Like the whole entire phase of it.
You look after your lawn at home?
Yes.
What have you got?
A Massport.
Massport, but what sort of lawn?
I'm not sure.
No, just
Just
maybe a bit of a bitzer, bit of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit
Nice.
of everything.
All right. You look up, you're mowing it once a week or something?
Once every 2 weeks.
Nice.
That's all right. Yeah. And are you local in Sydney, Jaden?
No, Melbourne.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it'll be pretty slow right now.
Some cheap labour.
No, I was not. I was just curious because Melbourne will be pretty slow still for another month or so at least.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it'll be cold there.
Oh, thanks for calling in, mate. Appreciate it. Did you have any questions or anything before you go?
No.
No? Well, we appreciate your time.
Thank you for calling, Jaden.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
See you, man.
Oh, he was cute. He was sweet. He was like
Yeah, I don't think you can describe 15-year-old boys
But
like
you know
that.
when you... Oh, God. You're a strange old man.
We got a few SMSs. I better get to them.
Go on.
Hi, your international phone number. Oh, this was the person that said last week. I'm reading their last week's message. They've
The number
they've
wasn't
messaged
working.
again. But if you look at the screen, I've actually got the plus 614 this week.
So it's actually 0061, but you got to put the plus instead of the 00. Yeah.
Whoever said that anyway says, have you purchased your chaps yet? Still has them. Love the show. No, I haven't. But Clogger, well, the people that do these Clogger, I'm not sure what the company's called, but they do chainsaw chaps. So I might talk to them about trying out some of them. But thank you for that question. Appreciate it. What's the best lawn fertilizer to use on a normal lawn?
There's no such thing as the best. Just find. I think if you're only gonna get one product and just like use that through the year, look for the number that says there'll be like on the bag N, P, and K, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Just look for like something that's got all three. Like there's not a 0, but a number for all three, because that's usually like a balanced one, and then apply it per what the bag says in terms of how many kilos per how many meters.
It's a good slow release fertilizer and you'll be right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Don't have to overthink of it with that sort of stuff, which is good. Hi, team. Just thought I'd say hello and thanks for great content. About to move into a new property where the grass hasn't been maintained very well. So looking forward to a new project. Keep up the good work, gents. From Matt. Good luck with it, Matt. Send us some photos. We do like seeing how a project goes. So if you could send us a current status and then maybe one as it goes on, we would like to see that. I do like to see what people do, genuinely. I'm not just saying that either. Someone's saying, I just binge watched 22, 23, and 24. Oh, podcast 22, 23, and 24. Then saw you live. Now, Tim, what a collaboration with the other firefighter YouTuber, Jeff built Cars and Lawns. So there's another firefighter that has a channel.
Sydney based?
Yeah, he would. Well, I'm not sure exactly what suburb or whatever.
Okay.
But, yeah, he's in the same fire and rescue. He restores cars.
So you know him, or you know his channel?
I don't know him,
you know his channel.
Someone told me that he was yeah, there you go. So, hi team, John Chapman here. Please don't mention why Bindi is being removed from sales. Yeah, okay. I'll. This is why I should proofread these things before I...
That was kind of a proofread when you mumbled it, yeah.
Hey, I'm Ethan. Hope you guys are doing good. It was good meeting Karthik a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You did tell me about this. You did send me a message saying that Karthik was recognised in public. Just wondering, what is the best thing to do for your lawn to green it up at the start of spring? Did Ethan not ask you this on the train?
Nah, he was... very, very polite. He didn't ask me any lawn questions at all, actually, at the time. He just introduced himself, said hi. He actually didn't jump off the train where he was supposed to and stayed till the next stop just so he could have a longer chat.
Was
and
in
jumped
awe.
off. He was just super friendly, which I appreciate.
Everyone I've
very
met
much,
has been
It's
super
just
friendly in
very
public, so-
strange. So especially, well, it's strange enough if you ever get recognized, which has only happened to me like very, very limited number of times.
Yep.
But when you're at work especially, it feels even more awkward, I guess. I don't know. You just don't know how to do, because you're still working. You're in your uniform and you're just trying to be professional.
Yeah.
But you're also trying to be polite. What was the question?
Best thing to do for your lawn to green it up at the start of spring.
Give it a feed. It's probably not had one through winter. So, yeah, give it a feed for now and then
getting a
wait
little
for the weather to
hangry.
warm up a bit more if you're in Sydney.
Yeah.
Wait another. I'm not going to be waiting because I'm going to be flying out very shortly.
Yeah,
So I'm
feed
probably
it,
going to be scalping mine tomorrow. But, yeah.
feed it, water it, mow it.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing. Jaden wants to know any giveaways coming up. I mean, we could probably organise something. I just haven't had an opportunity, and we haven't had the stability on the screen. We have not had one dropped frame on this stream.
Go
so
Optus mobile
gotta say-
hotspot.
yeah, got to say, I'm running off Nicole's iPhone hotspotting to this, and it's been an absolute pleasure. So, how good's that?
Yeah.
Here's a question. When did you start your certified lawn detailing journey, Tim? Probably 2020. It was in COVID.
Because you were into your own lawn care.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of us hobby lawn care people are.
Deep into it.
Yeah. But
And
I
then
think
I needed some extra coins, so I started mowing some lawns and just fell into what
wasn't
I'm
it
doing
you
now.
that you said yes to the job first and then on the way to the job went and picked up a mower.
Yeah.
So you had a mower to actually do the job?
Yes.
I remember that story.
I was just like, oh, okay, I'll get some jobs quickly. And I'm not recommending necessarily this because I don't think it's the best platform and it's a bit of a race to the bottom. But I was like, oh, I'll just sign up for Airtasker and see if anyone wants their lawns mowed. It's like, I like mowing lawns. But because I had a nice lawn at home and a cylinder mower, I cut it low.
Yep, you couldn't use that for
I didn't
commercial
actually
jobs.
have a rotary at the time. So, I just booked a couple of jobs and then I'm like, oh, shit.
Facebook Marketplace?
I need a, that was Gumtree, actually.
Okay, there you go.
I'm like, oh, shit, I need a lawnmower. So I'm like, hunted for a bargain and then I bought a Honda HRU 19.
Just
which
not
I
a
still
bad
like.
start.
Yeah, I just sold one of those, which I haven't used for ages. One of my colleagues was harassing me about needing a mower. He got an absolute bargain. This thing was near new. I gave it to him for 300.
Okay.
The little Honda. So if you're listening, Joe, which I know you're not because there's not a chance in hell you're listening to this, but you got a bargain. So probably 2020. Donna Walker says the quality is mint. I assume she's talking about the quality of the stream.
Yeah, and the quality of the podcast, mate, in general. Just the content. And
Mark says, hey, guys, need some advice for mowing wet lawns. Rain almost non-stop for 4 weeks in Tasmania. I mowed them wet and they look crap. Hell, I guess you just got to wait till they dry out, man. There's not much you can do.
Unless you already have like a crazy ultra low mode grass that you're trying to keep ultra low, just wait for it to dry. It's just a painful
but sometimes
experience.
you just got to, when it gets to a point where you just got to cut them. And it's going to look shit, but it's grass.
It'll grow back.
Well, it'll grow back or it'll green up or it'll... but
the biggest mess is the mower itself as well afterwards, isn't it? Just the wet grass just sticks to everything. It's under the deck.
I'm not a fan of mowing in the particularly overgrown stuff. But you know what goes all right in the
wet
overgrown stuff? Wet. The flail seems to.
Yeah, but
no, again, I'm just saying. Just
can't be recommending your big ass fail mower to.
I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying as a point.
Because I think it's the vertical cutting action of it, right?
And just
none of that impacts it.
Just the balls and all power. Are either of you going to the demo day at Penrith next week? The only people I know having a demo day have been Ego of late. Is that Ego related, John?
I'm going nowhere.
Are you here next Friday?
I fly out on Saturday morning, so yeah, I'm still here on Friday. I mean, go and ask the question.
There's a thing out at CAT that I might be going to if you want to.
Where's that at?
Kashula.
I would love to say yes straight away, but I might be looking at a divorce, so I better run it by the CEO first.
Run it by, but next Friday.
Yeah, because my flight's on Saturday morning early.
Yeah, so I know, but
I'm sure there might be some packing help required, but we'll see.
I always feel like I just feel awkward showing up on my own to those things. So if you can come, it'd be good. But I'm not sure what demo day. It might be an Ego one. I saw they had one might have been Perth the other day, which is cool. I think it's really good. Any of these manufacturers that can have demo days for this equipment, because how often do you just go into a store or whatever and you just buy these things and you're like, you're just going off the word of the salesperson or whatever. Good to have a little bit more of a demo of them, a bit more of a talk about the gear. So, what else you got, mate?
Me? No, I think that was good. I've got, like I said, I'm going to be scalping mine tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm really tired.
John says, sorry, mate. John says, Ego. So Ego obviously having a demo day at Penrith. I don't know. What day's today? I don't know what I'll be doing.
Did you say it's Sunday, 8th of September?
It's Sunday next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anyone else take photos of their
Did
finished...
Ego invite you?
Wow.
You work with them often
enough. I feel like cutting me off.
Sorry.
No,
okay.
No, invite to a demo day. That's kind of weird. Does anyone else take photos of their finished work to send to customers as... Can you read that? I can't see it. As part of their work?
They are in another suburb or state.
As
proof of work. They're in another suburb.
I've never really had that issue personally, Gary, but yeah. Hey, I had some... Timo, the question was, are you going to the Ego demo day at Penrith? The answer is probably not. I don't know anyone that is going, so I only
And there's
found out
nothing
about
new.
it now. So
And there's nothing new in the market that Ego sent out that you haven't already been able to feature, try, had a chance to try.
well, there's a couple of things that I've seen them. I saw it at Luke Smith's event. The vacuum, the shop vac looks cool.
Oh yeah.
The pressure washer looks cool. Battery pressure washer, I like the idea of that. We've got the Karcher one here, obviously.
Does Ego do one of them, like the buggy or the, like, you know how they do the bikes and stuff like that as well?
I don't think they've got a UTV.
Nothing in the Aussie
or a
market?
buggy.
No?
I don't think so, no.
That would have been cool otherwise.
Yeah. Greenworks do.
Yeah, they
much
do
do it, yeah.
UTV, don't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I had some gear arrive. I had to go and pick it up, actually. We've only got a couple of minutes before the premiere of the video starts. Once this video ends, it'll flick you straight to the Tim the Lawnmower Man Fremo Fridays video. So if you could watch all of that, like it, comment it.
You don't have to actually watch it, just leave it running
Leave
on
it
the
running,
background.
please. Yeah. Please. It
Help the man
pays
out.
the bills. It pays for our bandwidth on this podcast. So
Pays for better internet next time. Yeah.
Husqvarna. Some Husqvarna gear,
Nice.
which I kind of like. Did you see anything? I did a
No,
little.
I didn't.
Okay. I got I think it's the 525 ILST.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called. Sorry. It's their newer battery line trimmer.
Nice.
I didn't know anything about it, but it's not bump feed. The stock head that comes with it, you press a button and it.
Oh, yes, sorry. I did watch
did
that
see that
video.
one,
It was
yeah.
called something feed. I thought it was
Ergo
pretty cool
feed.
concept.
Yeah.
Ergo feed, yes.
I still don't know how it works. I have to work that out. And then the blower, which I used yesterday at Fremo Fridays, and that was
What is that?
next door. And that was seemed pretty powerful. Thing I like about it, the thing I like about it the most is the you hold down the turbo button, or you press the turbo button, it stays on. So you're not having
You don't
hold
have
it
to
down,
press
yeah.
and hold. Yeah.
But we're going to wrap it up here because we're going to go straight into the Tim the Lawnmower Man video. But do appreciate everybody watching. We will be seeing you next week. Karthik probably won't be here unless we record this earlier, but
If you give me a heads up, I can try and call in from overseas.
maybe we can do that. But
Yeah.
thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you watching, appreciate you listening, and all your questions and everything. If we missed anything, we will get to it next week.
Thanks, everyone. I might see you in like 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. I need to end this.
Bye, live.